We're back in this Brooklyn basement and we're cutting away the drywall that got wet. And it's pretty nasty. And you can see just from what we're ripping down all the mold that's in between all the layers. Now, is this mold from the last flood? We don't really know. But it's there. So we're going to remove all of it and get the interior of this basement clean. Now look at all this lath and plaster coming down. And just take a look at this piece that comes off and all the mold spores on the back of the drywall. Yeesh! That's disgusting. Look at that. Look how bad that is. You normally don't see it like that. But that's horsehair and plaster and lath with 2 layers of sheetrock. Disgusting! But I'm using the vacuum to kind of suck away all the dust, so we're trying to minimize it as much as possible. But it still got everywhere. We finally stripped out the ceiling of the basement. There was 2 layers of sheetrock and 1 layer of lath and plaster, but we've pretty much ripped the majority of it down. It's done. It's in the bags, it's gone. But there's a couple things here that kind of like alarm us a little bit. Part of it is that there's some rot on these beams from termites or ants, like carpenter ants getting in here when it was wet. The only other thing is that the floor joists here are very like twisted. So that also makes some issues because when we do go to install the sheetrock again, we have to make sure it looks nice and flat. That's the whole point of this whole process, is to get it nice and dry, clean, back to where it's supposed to be. So that's going to be a couple things that we have to look out for when we go forward. And I have to really think how I'm going to level this ceiling out and make sure that we have a nice clean finish by the time we're done. All right, chop chop.